I want to just enjoy my life.
Flag on the play.
Can you have kids still though?
Can I
We need
have
to talk
kids?
about this 6-year-old.
Oh, you would talk. Go ahead, talk.
What you not letting me slide on the 6?
No.
Go ahead.
He just gave us this long dissertation about bad choices. We just asked specifically about women not being good enough to be somebody's wife and not the baby mama. We need to know the story. What's going on with this little baby?
Long story short, the man I grew into be. So when I finished my life journey and crossed the finish line into retirement, I was trying to have a child my last 7 years in the relationship that I was in. It just didn't happen. So just like what he said, only one person in this chat knows that I'm telling the truth right now because he asked me, "Are you crazy? Why do you want another child?" I said, "Man, it's just something that I want for myself. I want to be a father again, but I want to get the time that I think that I should have got when I was serving. When I was serving, I didn't have the time to commit to being what I think I should have been, which is a full-time father."
For 200, Alex, where's the mom at?
Right.
Mom is well off to do. She and I, we don't have any like money problems or anything like that. Of course not. I'm retired now. But once I found out the type of person she was, because it was just not gonna be. And hey, that's the way it is. You know, life ain't fair, man.
It's not though. Like, oh God, okay. So there was no way to have a wife and then make a baby after all of the other times that it didn't work with the baby mamas.
It didn't get to that. So here's the thing.
Got to the baby.
No. So this is what happened. We had our son early in our relationship. I had another son late in life. I wanted that child. So when I found out this child was coming, I said the best thing I could say. This child will never want for anything. This child will never need my time. But you have to be the woman I need you to be for me, to be married again. See, I was married once before. So I will get married again, but you have to be what I need you to be for
But why
me.
wasn't she the one? This is where I'm just confused because you had 2 kids before with women that weren't good enough to be your wife or to remain your wife, and
I
then
got married once before.
right, and then you wanted another kid,
Yep.
and then you had a kid with a woman who was good enough to carry your seed, but not good enough to be your wife. I just don't understand the logic in not getting somebody that's good enough to be a wife first and then making a baby so the not because you want a kid, but because this kid deserves to have both his parents in the house at the same time and not another broken home.
I agree. So, but what you're saying is the emotional side that I think that most women would say, well, marry me first. I didn't get to do that first. The child was coming first. So,
But what
I,
I'm saying
I,
is, why did the child even become a thing at all?
that's
If she was crazy or any of that stuff, like the vetting
no,
process
see,
seems to be skewed when it
it,
comes
it,
to.
and see, just like he said, I had to find out after the fact. But marriage was the goal. But once you find out how somebody are and they're not going to be good for you, being a father doesn't mean I have to be married.
Right.
So
Not right.
now that's the fairy tale of
I don't think
that's
it's
the
a
fairy tale
fairy
outlook
tale though.
most women will
So,
look out and see and try to say, I want to be married first. We never got to that. The child came first.
so I
I
think
don't think
that's what she's saying. Like, so this is somebody you were dating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
or y'all was
timeline?
just messing around.
No, we were
So if
dating,
y'all were okay, so y'all were
but
dating,
it wasn't a
and you're
long
saying
time.
that, and I think that's
Say that again.
what she's saying.
that's what I'm
I think that's
saying.
what
Like,
she's like.
Oh
How did you
yeah,
get
yeah, we were
from?
dating. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like
So you were
hey, I just
dating.
met this person and no, we were dating.
How far into dating do you start having unprotected sex?
That's
not even,
that.
like that's not even my thing is like you're dating somebody, and if you're and maybe people don't date with intention. I don't know. But if I've had 2 children already, and I know for a fact that I want to be there every day with them, and I want this person, I want us to raise a child together because the child should be the main person here that matters. Not that I want to be a parent, not that you want to be a parent, but that this child deserves to have a home with both parents in it because that's how it should be. Because we've already experienced this shit the other way. And I am not going to date you, do anything with you, and procreate unless we are a good match and we're going to do this shit together. I'm not going to try to figure this shit out later. I'm going to figure it out right now because I'm too old for this shit. And I'm not making this mistake a third time.
I think that's a individual thing. Most people, when they feeling somebody and they want to be with them, they're not going to put up resistance like that most of the time. Now, I'm not saying that you're talking about 2 aspects. One is the moral aspect, is what you're talking about. Go through the progression of dating and talk about it, and then get to the point. Well, in my opinion, the child is not on the timeline. The child comes when the child comes. When people try to plan a